the world. Welcome to what has become one of your favorite shows, Innovative Dentistry. We're coming to you live from the studios of TBN right here in Queenstown, Georgetown. And you know, it's on the eve of the celebration here at Georgetown. Right, we're just 2 buildings off Irving Street, where the float parade will be passing tomorrow, and it is going to be amazing. I was out there earlier, like an hour ago, and people are busy setting up their stalls and getting ready because the float parade is going to be happening here tomorrow. I'm sure lots of people at home are getting their food ready. They're getting their drinks list organized. You know, lots will be happening tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. We haven't had a good Mashomani for a little while because of COVID. But lockdown is over and we are ready for that. So I'm a little bit excited. Mashomani used to be my favorite holiday. That and then Pagua. I used to love those holidays. Because I've changed my lifestyle a little bit now. Kind of like calmed down a little bit. I'm not as, you know, overly excited or anything like that as I used to be. But I'm still excited about this. As a matter of fact, Daybreak News, TBN, this platform, live on the Guyanese Critic page on YouTube and Facebook. We will be out there tomorrow and we will be live. So be sure to join us. We're going to be starting around 11 o'clock and we're going to go until about 4 or 5 o'clock. We're going to be bringing you tonight, as usual, we have the man that makes this all possible, and he is Dr. Pico. Dr. Welcome again.
Thank you so much, sir.
Have you ever you've been here for MASH before, right?
Yeah.
Ever been on the road?
Yeah, sometimes.
On the street?
Yeah.
In costume?
No.
You never been in a band, like, you know, like really going down being a band and down. You never do that?
Not really.
Man, you gotta listen. You gotta do. I like that you're wearing the little guy in a flag.
Yeah. I am getting into the mood.
You're getting into the mood. So maybe sometime or the other, you know, you have to get into that mood. And look, I always wanted to do something. I said it was, you know, you have bucket list things, right? I mean, I don't want to kick the bucket for just now, but one of the things I always to one of those big band, like behind a truck or on top of a truck. Probably have some whining and going on and thing, and you know have. But I think my time for that has passed. But you know, it's never too late for anything, and you know, probably we should hit the gym and get working out and stuff. And next year, me and you, man, we gonna truck, you know. And we
can go on top of a truck.
But maybe we can have a TBN Innovative Dentistry truck.
Yeah, we will put critics at the front.
Right, yeah. The Guyanese critic has to be there. Definitely. Man, it's such a wonderful time in this country. I love. There are 2 holidays that I really love in this country, and as I said, it's Mashomani, and it's Pagua, and for 2 particular reasons. Well, many reasons, but one of the main one is that on MASH Day, everybody's one, you know. They know Indo-Guyanese and Afro-Guyanese and Chinese and nothing like that. We're all Guyanese on MASH Day. Everybody drinking from the same cup and taking a shot from a bottle and taking a wine here and taking a wine there. Well, I don't know if you're going to take a wine, but you know what I mean by take a wine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And everybody's Guyanese. There's no Afro, Indo, whatever the thing like that. And Pagua Day, when we apply the powder, well, you've been here for Pagua. I've seen pictures with you. I think, yeah.
I have.
Yeah, and on Pagua Day, when everybody put the powder on their face and put it on their bodies and so on, you don't know who's who. Everybody is one again. Man, we should be having we should be living Mashomani every day and playing Pagua every day.
All the skin colors disappear.
Yeah, exactly,
so
right.
There is no race.
There is no race.
Just
the
colors.
only colors, and the only colors we have are the colors of
That is nice.
of the powder. And on MASH Day, the only colors we share are the colors of the flag. You know, the golden arrowhead. Everybody share that color. And the reason I'm saying this is because, you know, this show, we don't just talk about dentistry, but we talk about, you know, issues with people and sometimes, well, we talk about issues with people in the communities that are affecting with oral hygiene and so on. But it's good to bring up this topic to say that, you know, we can do this. And we want to take this opportunity on behalf of Daybreak News and Innovative Dentistry. We want to take this opportunity to say to you that let's be one tomorrow. Let's be one the next day. Let's be one on Pagua Day. and let's be one every single day, because this is who we are. We are Guyanese. You don't hear no Indo-Trini or no Indo-Bajan or Afro-Bajan. It's only Trini and Bajans here, or you don't hear about those things. It's only we got this, So it's about time that we stop this, and it's about time that we come together as one, like me and you, from different parts of the world, and we're here. We're doing this. Let's do this all the time. Anyways, man, tonight. Because
another day, Guyana opened the doors for me.
Yeah.
So I become a Guyanese because
you guys are not seeing this, but let me tell you, Dr. Pico is literally crying.
No.
His eyes are watery, and I see you're emotional about this.
I like the mood. The
mood
of the country that is moving into a future with everybody inside with that. So, and this show is to make a little contribution to do this movement with health.
Yeah. You know what? And this is how we will do it. This is how this country gets going, and this is how we want to we got to make it work. I want to say goodnight to Elizabeth Prasad, Janet Budaram, Nellie Patrick, Camo Narain. Guys, I hope you're enjoying this program, and you get our message that we want to spread. You too can help by spreading the word of oneness. This one people, one nation, one destiny. If it ever meant anything to you, now is the time for it to mean everything to you, because we are going in a particular direction, and everyone has to go in that direction. Every single Guyanese, every single person that comes here and became a Guyanese, and every person that has the Guyanese dream. We say here all the time about the American dream, but here it is, the Guyanese dream. And the reason I'm saying this, we've talked about dentistry and oral hygiene in here, but tonight it's all about oneness. It's all about us coming together. So TBN, as I said, TBN will be out there tomorrow. We're having our myself and Melody. If you want to see what's going to happen, go to Guyanese Critic page and check. There's a promo going on with me and Melody. It's not really me. It's like another me, like my alter ego was up. That was with my alter ego. But check it out. We're going to be out there tomorrow, and we will be doing some interviews and so on. We're just off Irving and Laluni Street, so be sure to join us. Damien Waldron, my man, what's up? That's my buddy from back in high school,
Oh.
Yeah, he's joining. I'm happy to see you, Damien. Where's the gali man? Tennis roll by. That's my boy. So, Dr. Pico, let's get into this, because this is why we're here. We've spoken about some very serious issues that would have affected people, from various things, from cavities and but serious things that affect people that can cause long-term damage, pain, and misery. Cancer in the mouth. I have a cousin who died 2 or 3 days ago. He died of cancer. He died of pancreatic cancer, but it's cancer nevertheless. And we all know how dangerous cancer is. So, good night, Regina. Man, look like all my school friends are popping up here tonight, Well, listen, Regina and Damien, y'all share this live. We were already talking about oneness and mashes tomorrow, but these are important topics we're covering. Good night, Desiree and Ronnie. So, we're talking about cancer, and I saw a little clip where someone was saying that one of the most serious things that can cause cancer is cigarettes. I mean, I know a lot of people smoke cigarettes and they get lung cancer and different things and so on. But we're not here to tell people, you can't smoke, as bad as it is. If it's bad for you, read the back of the cigarette packet. And if that's not bad for you, and if you enjoy that, some people, that's the only thing to bring comfort to them. But we are here to bring awareness as to what can cause cancer, and maybe there are other things that can cause cancer in the mouth. So what are some of those things, man?
So the show tonight is a very important one, because as everybody knows, because everybody knows what is the cancer, and everybody knows how scary this disease can be. Reason why, because starting the disease is silent, and when this disease or this group of diseases are showing symptoms, that is a little bit late to do a proper treatment that will not be invalidating or taking away something from you. Let's go to say like that. But it's also very important. What we will be talking tonight is about some diseases, some precancerous conditions or lesions that are not cancer, but are a way that your body is telling you, okay, something is going on. Let's go to say it like that for everybody to understand. The proper term in dentistry, in the fields of dentistry, is precancerous oral lesions, which are the type of lesions that are indicating that something is going on, and you have to pay attention to that. The precancerous conditions are not lesions. Sorry, conditions are something else. Are not cancer, but can become into cancer. The potential to become into cancer is there. So it's something that we need to pay attention, because if we can detect this and stop these precancerous lesions, then we will be preventing the appearance of cancer. In this case, we are speaking about, of course, mouth cancer. Okay, so this is very important. So everybody that is seeing the show, please come everybody together to get some information here about that, because also it's something that not everybody is talking about this type of lesions, at least in Guyana. So it is very important, because as I say, there are silent lesions are not paining. You know that when there is any pain, people right away try to find out for that pain. But once you have this lesion that maybe you are seeing something in your mouth that is not right, but it's not paining, so you say, okay, it's not that will disappear. Let me go and do some kind of earth medicine or so, and let's go to see if that can disappear. But tonight we will be showing some of these oral lesions that are has a potential, a very high with oral cancer is that since the mouth is surrounded by many big arteries, and the lymphatic system around the mouth is big, then if you develop cancer in the mouth, it's very easy to spray into the body, okay, into nearby structures, and spray is something that we call metastasis. And once that happens, the treatment becomes more complex, and the life expectation is not so high. So that is why this tonight show is very important, the topic that we will be talking tonight. And we will be talking about describing this type of lesions, showing pictures, and speaking about the causes of this type of lesion, the treatment, and the prevention as well.
So when you said the life expectancy not so high, basically saying you die, you can die
if you develop cancer in the mouth,
and you leave it untreated,
and you leave the cancer without a treatment, then the life expectation is not so high, because it's easy for this cancer to spread. Since we have big arteries nearby around the mouth area, the lymphatic system, which is one of the systems that the cancerous cells are going through to spray, is very active, and is wide. All the lymphatic system around the mouth area is active and wide. So it's easy, once the cancer is established, if you don't treat the cancer, then for the disease to spread into your body. Causing metastasis would mean the cells, these cells with a behavioral problem, I want to say like that, will go into another places in your body to create more cancer, which that called that metastasis.
So my question, Dr. Pico, would be, okay, how do we prevent?
We will be talking about the prevention.
And how do we assess?
Mm-hmm.
And how do we treat
these
various types of things that can happen? Yeah,
exactly.
Because now that this is serious, we have to know there has to be some symptoms, there has to be some physical things in your mouth that you can detect. If you do an examination or you look and you will see something that is, hey, this thing doesn't look right. It's supposed to be pink, it looks white, it looks blue, it looks black.
Exactly.
Whatever it looks like, it something has to be there has to be a telltale sign to say, well, this is the beginning, or these are signs of something.
Something is going on.
Something is going on, yeah.
Yes.
So you have that's why you're here to let us know what's happening.
So that is why since the very beginning of this show we were talking about the ways that we need to self-check ourselves.
Yes.
Take the time in the morning or in the night time while we're going to brush our teeth and check our mouth. That will take just 5 minutes of our time. That will not take so long.
No.
Pull the lip, check inside the lip, check the cheek inside, squeeze the lip and feel the texture of our lips, the texture of our cheek. Pull out the tongue, check the tongue, the base of the tongue, the top part, check the palate. So it's something that we can do that and see that everything has to be pink. If there is anything that is not looking normal, then check for attention, seek for attention, which is the proper way to proceed once we detect any abnormality in our mouth. So tonight we're talking about precancerous condition, which is something that as I say is not cancer but has a high risk into becoming
anyone is at risk of having this sort of
into cancer.
Yeah.
So let's go to check here the screen. Here there is the first precancerous lesion that we call this leukoplakia. Leukoplakia is a type of lesion that is characterized by white patch. It's a white patch that cannot be related clinically to any other type of disease. White patch or plaque in our mouth, and we try to scrub it, and it's not disappearing. The plaque is not disappearing once we scrub that. It's not itching, it's not paining, okay? And mostly it's related with the smoking habit. Once you have a smoking habit continuously, and you check and you see that around your tongue, your lips, the gums, or also the cheek, you check this type of white patch, and you try to scrub it and it's not disappearing, then you have to seek for attention, okay? Because probably you are that without treatment, 5% of this type of lesions will become into a carcinoma, which is a very difficult type of cancer to treat, the oral carcinoma. So this type of lesion, we need to say that is very common in males more than in women, and also is appearing in people around over 40 years old to 65 years old. Okay, and it's mostly related to persons that are smoking a lot, okay? And basically it's a type of lesion that, as I say, is considered like a precancerous lesion. The next one is the erythroplakia, which is a type of leukoplakia, the same like before, but in this case it's not, you will not see white patch, you will see a red area. That is why the name of erythroplakia. Erythro means red. You will not feel any pain. It's related also with patients that are abusing of the smoking habit. Okay, and this type of erythroplakia is more likely becoming to cancer more than the leukoplakia that we saw before. The next precancerous lesion is the discoid lupus erythematosus, which is an immunitary disease. This type of disease is related to the attacking the epithelial cells, also the cells that are in our joints and so. So this type of disease is coming with this red patch on our skin with the joints. You will notice this type of red patch skin in any part of our skin. Okay, this type of immune condition can turn into cancer if you don't treat this type of lesions. Pre-cancer is not cancer, but without a proper treatment can turn to be cancer. The next lesion is the lichen planus. The lichen planus is a disease, also an immunitary disease in which the white cells are attacking the epithelial cells, keratinocytes, which are in charge of produce the components of our skin or mucosa. So this type of lesion is also an immunitary disease, okay? That without a treatment, without a proper treatment, can become into cancer. This type of lesion particularly is itching. So you will notice that it's looking like a net, mostly or more frequently inside of the cheek, also on the lips, okay, and sometimes over the tongue and also on the gum, but mostly it's inside of the cheek, and it's looking like a white net that is itching. So this one is kind of itching, so you can notice if you are feeling this itching sensation with this type of lesion, you have to seek for attention. Okay, this is an immunitary condition also that can also damage our skin, nails, and lips. Okay, because the immune cells are attacking some epithelial cells that are present in our skin and lips, anal area, and some other areas with epithelial cells. So these lesions are type of lesions that can, without a proper treatment, without a proper attention, can become into cancer. Okay, so we will need to speak about
habits.
The habits that can cause, bad habits that can cause this type of lesions. So if you have any questions so far.
Waiting, watching a dose, and it scares me because lots of times we take little things for granted. I mean, tell something, and we just let it go without realizing that, but I'm looking at all those things, all those slides just now you're putting up there. I'm you know, going through my mind, the first thing I reach home tonight, I go in front of the mirror and do a thorough examination.
Yes,
I mean, I came to you for some treatment, so I thought that if anything was there, you would have noticed,
exactly.
right? So I'm kind of feeling a little safe because of that, but at the same time, you know, and it brings me back to the other point also. You don't need to you don't just need to have a toothache to go to the dentist. Exactly. You should have regular medical checkup, regular dental checkups also, because to examine the mouth, because and I can speak for you, I can't speak for nobody else because I know how you work. You will detect things in the mouth that may not necessarily be directly involved or affecting a tooth.
Exactly. People have to see the dentist, not the person that will just be checking teeth, but the dentist will check everything else in the mouth. Okay. Yeah, so yeah. When you receive a checkup, the dentist is seeing the teeth, detecting cavities, checking the gums, taking X-rays, but also seeing the mucosa, seeing the mucosa of the cheek, the lips, how the tongues move, if you have any restriction with the movement of your tongue. Okay, so we are seeing the patient like an all. So we are not just going to see teeth, tartar, and cavities. That is why it is important to receive at least a checkup twice a year. Okay, not only to do a cleaning, but to receive a mouth checkup twice a year. So if any problem is present, we can
identify
the problem and prepare a treatment plan and offer solution for that.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, here me got no other question. Just let me know where's the bad habit there, because I just want to if it's one of them that I doing. Mm-hmm. So that I can start sorting this thing out now.
Of course, with the causes of these precancerous lesions, the first bad habit is guess what? The smoking habit. Okay. The smoking habit is something that there are so many things involved in that. Is the temperature that the mouth is exposed while people are smoking. The temperature in the mouth increase because of this, but also the whole set of chemicals that are related to cancer, heavy metals in the smoke, a lot of chemicals. So on the DNA of the life, you have a cell, a single cell with the damage of the DNA. If the body is not able to eliminate that cells on time, then the cancer is there. Okay? One of the main causes of these cancerous lesions, and it's something that smoking will happen, but when the person is getting into an age, then the possibilities, the resistant capacity of cells is low in a point in the time, and then a bad thing can happen. So this is something that we need to take care of as we are getting old. Because
1 minute, please. Guys, I know we're having some technical difficulties. Do we need to take a little break? Okay, so so here's what we're having some technical issues, and we are going to take a small break. We're going to gather our thoughts together again. Be sure to we're going to be back in just a few in less than in a few seconds. Yeah, you're going to see us go off live for a while, but we're going to be back up in a few. So let's get this sorted out, and we'll be back up. All right. you.